We love hip
Top
hop.
5 is back, I guess, maybe. He posted up on his Instagram stories. And it's funny enough because when he posted on his Instagram stories, he had called us the same time. And let me see if I could pull up the clip of what he posted on his Instagram stories. He said he was back with some new music, or he's ready to do new music. All right. Says, I don't say names, but you already know who I'm smoking. Pager activated 5.0. However, if you see here, the way that he spelled who is in a specific way. He's got the microphone over here in the booth. And then on the TV, he's got Houdini running from the scene where the shooting went down. I ain't gonna lie. And like I know I just said in a previous segment, these guys are not ever going to figure it out when it comes to like the Rexdale and Driftwood guys. These guys need to figure it out. They need to find some kind of common ground. Unless this shit is working for them. Okay. If I could just play something quickly from our last episode, because he called us. And he ain't gonna be happy about this, but I'm gonna tell you all something. I'm loyal to my audience in the end of the day, so I'll give you guys a little bit of BTS of something that I ended up cutting out of the episode. So let's go to the most recent episode of the pod.
Minimalist, so.
And when we were getting into the conversation about Ebro, which would be right around here. Yo, I'm on air, fam. I'm not live, but I'm on air.
You're on air this late?
Yeah, bro, we podding. You got anything to say to the audience?
That new music coming 2026.
Jeez.
Okay, we're actually we're about to worry. We're worrying. We're like, yo, where's Top 5? I was about to bring that up later in the pod.
You know me, man.
Okay, so you say you're loading up. Yeah. So y'all see that cut right there? There's a part where we continued our conversation for a short space of time, and I was going to keep all of that in there, but he dissed Houdini, right? And then after that, it was requested for the piece to be cut out, and I actually made a judgment call. Actually, that's what it is. I made a judgment call. I said, you know what? Let me cut that piece out. That's a little bit too oppy. I ain't trying to be involved in you guys back and forth like to that degree where I'm taking phone calls with you dissing mans on the phone call. But right after that, that's when we got this post. Like literally when we finished the podcast and I went up on Instagram, and I was, or one of the man them actually opened Instagram. And they were like, yo, did you see this post here? So I cut it out the content, but he still went and said it anyway. So maybe I shouldn't have cut out of the content. I will say this though, when it comes to these guys, because this is dark, you know what I'm saying, as far as like dissing Houdini and stuff like that. These guys need each other. Whether it's when they get along, and when they get along, you can see how much stuff that they were able to get moving and shaking. When they get along, it's all gravy. And when they're not getting along, they help to turn each other up by dissing each other. So in the end of the day, they need each other. Yeah, pause. They need each other. So they just got to figure out which way is the best way that they can benefit off of each other, because obviously the relationship ain't real, or these guys wouldn't have took it this far once now that they're beefing. You feel me? I'm looking forward to new music from Top 5, but if I was to say who's winning in this beef between Top 5 and BFR, and there's no winner. There's only, and I'm not calling them losers, but there's only losing in this type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because mads can't move around the way they want to. They always got to be like, yo, we got to look for the GGs, or vice versa. We got to look for BFR anytime that they go out to a basketball game, club, strip club, whatever. You feel me? So that's not a bonus. That's an L. That's not a W. But they always have access to, oh, if I diss him, the blogs is going to pick it up. I'm talking about it right now on the live stream. In my opinion, they're probably better off being cool. When they were cool, they were doing viral interviews. All types of shit was happening. They were making peace around the city, giving DJ Snoopy his chain back. All types of cool content that was making them go viral. Now, at this point, yeah, they can turn up the timeline here and there by dissing each other, but at what cost? And it's really short blips. It's not something that, like the Leah May interview, is going to last and sit there at like 500,000, 600,000 views. It's just like, it's like hollow promotion as far as these guys dissing each other, right? I've said this before, and I'll say this again, and then we'll close the segment right here. The only people who benefit from these guys beefing is us, the bloggers, the content creators, who will go back later and make a video about it. It doesn't increase their streams. It doesn't increase their music video views. They're not going anywhere beyond the subset of Toronto. So the average person walking down the street on Yonge Street don't have no idea that Top 5 and BFR is beefing with each other. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's not helping them to increase their audience. So what are we doing it for? And if you guys see this and watch this back, maybe take this in as some advice of how to move forward with this beef. You feel me? We'll leave that there. Big salute to both parties involved. What are y'all saying in the comments over here? Am I tripping? Like, nobody's benefiting from this shit except for We Love Hip Hop, Trap Lord Ross, Six Sounds. Like, we're the only ones monetizing the shit, bro. I know I'm talking about on the live stream. I put it in my title because it's good SEO, and I'm going to make a clip later on that I can put a clip of this segment up on YouTube because I know it's going to make money. But guess who ain't going to make no money off of it? Y'all niggas. So what's the purpose? Huh? It's just entertainment. For us, it's real life circumstances for them. So it is what it is. Y'all do with that what you will. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.